If he wanted to be treated like an officer's kid, they obliged. Escort detail. Andrews was assigned 2 bodyguards. 2 recruits ordered to follow him everywhere and shout, "Make way for the colonel's son," every time he entered a room. Command briefings. At mail call, they'd hand him blank papers with the eagle, globe and anchor drawn in crayon, and announce, "Direct orders from HQ. Sir." Custom gear. His camis were marked with duct tape that said, "Legacy," across the back. He had to wear it all through squad bay drills. Chow time protocol. Recruits had to stand at attention and announce. Recruit Andrews requests permission to dine with the enlisted. Sir. Before he could eat, he ate alone. Every time. The breaking point week 4. Obstacle course day. Mud. Rope climbs. Misery. Andrews slips and hits the wall awkwardly. Nothing broken. But he flinches. Groans. D walks over. "You okay, recruit?" "Sir." The recruit's father. Wrong words. Rodriguez. Yes. That Rodriguez. On loan from 3rd Battalion for D-Cross training. Hears it from across the field. Storms over. "What's this about your dad?" "Sir." "He's Colonel Andrews." "Sir." "He's..." Rodriguez leans in, smiling like the devil on payday. "Well then, let's call him." They marched him to the admin hut, made him sit while the company gunny dialed the colonel's number. And guess what? Colonel Andrews picks up. Gunny says, "Sir, your son's been invoking your name for special treatment." Silence. Then, "Put him on." They hand recruit Andrews the phone. And everyone hears what comes out next. "Boy, you're embarrassing me. You finish this like every other damn Marine. Do you understand me?" "Why yes sir." Click. The aftermath. No more talk of his dad. No more shortcuts. Andrews got mean at that. Fast focused. Ate with the rest of the platoon. Even volunteered for Firewatch. Graduated top 10%. At the ceremony, his dad showed up. Full blues. Didn't even sit in the VIP section. Just saluted his son. No handshake. No hug. Just a quiet, "Now you earned something on your own." The recruit who tried to use his dad's rank. "So we treated him like a general." Paris Island. 2nd Battalion. Fox Company. Week 1. Recruit Andrews showed up with an attitude that screamed, "I shouldn't even be here." You know the type. Clean haircut. Immaculate paperwork. Smug grin that said, "I've seen the inside of an officers' club." Because he had. His father was a full bird colonel in the Marine Corps. And Andrews made sure everyone knew it. First hour off the bus. "My dad says I don't really need this. I already know how this works." "Sir." The recruit's father said. "Oh. My sweet summer child." The first mistake. Andrews wasn't terrible. Just entitled. Didn't yell as loud. Dragged his feet in formation. Tried to offer suggestions on how to streamline morning hygiene. By day 3, he pulls the boldest move yet. He hands the senior drill instructor a signed letter from his dad, talking about how his son is already prepared to lead Marines, and requesting leniency due to his pre-exposure to military culture. The squad bay went silent. Senior D. Carter read the letter once, folded it neatly, looked up at Andrews and said, "You're right. You're special." Cue the other dis. Smirking. Hungry. This was no longer just basic training. This was Operation VIP experience. Malicious compliance? Full send. The recruit who wanted the real Marine experience. So we gave it to him. Paris Island. Summer cycle. 1st Battalion. Echo Company. Some recruits get sent to boot camp with their tail between their legs. Others are proud, scared, or trying to prove something. And then there's recruit Hastings. Hastings was a prior enlistment fantasy nerd. Not actually prior service. He just spent too much time watching war movies and reading Reddit posts about the real Marine experience. Think. I wanna feel what it's really like. Bro, I want the full metal jacket package. He shows up day one already quoting lines from movies. Tries to call the disc gunny. Says things like, let's see what kind of warriors they turn us into. Oh, we did. The request week 2. After getting itted for mixing up the general orders again, Hastings approaches Senior D. Fields and says, dead serious. Sir. The recruit requests more intensity. Sir. This doesn't feel like a real boot camp. Sir. Fields stares at him like he grew a second stupid head. More intensity? Yes, sir. Like the old school days. Hardcore stuff. Cue the other dis pausing mid-rage and slowly turning to look. One even mutters, oh, we're doing this. Operation Old School Malicious Compliance was activated. They gave Hastings exactly what he asked for. Chow Hall Nightmare. Hastings got the World War II boot treatment. Instead of the normal 5-minute chow, he was marched in solo. D standing over him while he shoveled food at light speed. Dropped his fork once and had to eat with combat gloves the rest of the week. Field Day Fury. During barracks cleaning, Hastings was voluntold to lead the detail. Dis brought in actual white gloves and inspected with a blacklight. Found dust behind the water heater? That man scrubbed pipes with a toothbrush. Bunker Buddy Boot Camp. During night fire watch, he was required to wear a helmet and flak, crawl from bunk to bunk, and whisper motivational quotes like a trench warfare ghost woke up 3 recruits. Got it. Thank the D afterward. Surprise gas chamber. Normally a once per cycle event. For Hastings, they told him he had to train like they used to. He went through twice. Voluntarily. Came out coughing and saluting. The turnaround this continued for 2 weeks. He didn't crack. If anything, he thrived. Started yelling, thank you, sir, during every smoke session. The platoon thought he was losing it. But then came the moment that broke him. Final drill practice. They made Hastings the drill guide. Told him to lead the platoon like it's the Battle of Iwo Jima. The result? He tried to do the entire rifle manual while humming the halls of Montezuma. On the wrong foot. Dropped his rifle. The Senior D stopped the whole platoon. Cold. Recruit Hastings. You wanted the real Marine experience. But you forgot one thing. Sir? In the real Marine Corps, your stupidity gets people killed. And just like that, it clicked. From then on, he was silent, precise, a machine. Didn't ask for extras. Just executed. He graduated with a meritorious mast. No one dared say a word. The Mirror Monologue Meltdown Week. 3. Crack of dawn hygiene inspection. Rodriguez walks in just as Mateo is mid-pep talk. You're a storm. A beautiful, panned storm of destruction. Semper sexy. Rodriguez pauses. You could hear his eyelid twitch. He walks over calmly. Looks in the mirror with Mateo. Platoon 3097 had survived the Langston incident. But peace in the squad bay never lasted long under D. Rodriguez. The man was chaos in a campaign cover. Half philosopher, half war goblin, and 100% nightmare fuel when provoked. This week's target? Recruit Mateo. Mateo was different, not broken, not arrogant, just a bit off. A pretty boy type from Miami who looked like he got lost on his way to a cologne commercial. He had one habit that drove Rodriguez insane. The recruit who couldn't stop talking to the mirror, Paris Island. 3rd Battalion. Week 3 of training cycle. The Langston Leadership Program for the next 2 weeks. Langston led every PT session, with Rodriguez adding motivational difficulty modifiers. Langston leads a 5-mile run. Rodriguez runs backwards next to him shouting commentary like a sports announcer. Langston demonstrates push-ups. Everyone does them on their knuckles. Shouting, thank you, champ. After every rep, Rodriguez sets up Fight Club signs over the latrine. with sparkles. Eventually, Langston broke, not from pain, but humiliation. He begged to be transferred. Rodriguez denied the request and made him platoon guide for the rest of the cycle. Langston graduated, silent, humble, scared to death of glitter and soap rings. At the final company formation, another DI asked Rodriguez, "Why didn't you just NJP him?" Rodriguez grinned.